What's up, everybody? The Heat lost tonight 122 to 112 here in Denver, and the story of the game is that the Crew didn't have enough firepower to hang with the Denver Nuggets. And you look at Tyler Hero didn't play in this game, one key member of their starting backcourt out, while Norman Powell did play, and his offensive actions, the off-ball moving, the catch-and-shoot three-pointers, giving the Denver Nuggets problems in the first half. There was a huge issue. Bam Adebayo hurt his left foot, accidentally stepping on Cam Johnson's foot on a handoff play, I think for Norman Powell in the first quarter after 8 minutes, and he couldn't play the rest of the night. In the second quarter, you got a nice offensive boost from Jaime Jaquez Jr., but he was the team's only bench scorer, really only bench threat in the first half. And when they got to the second half, you started to see the effects of not having a Bam Adebayo in the game. You're going to the zone. They were going to the zone a whole lot more, and you're playing that against one of the most intelligent players in the world, and Nikola Jokic. He's someone who just exploits openings with the passes very quickly, and that was something that he was doing. I asked Coach Eric Spoelstra after the game how he evaluated the zone, and he said he didn't know, that they were just trying to pretty much do the best that they could. They had moments where they cut it to 6 or to 8 points, but the Nuggets right from that point would go on a little spurt and get to like 14 or 12. Now, in this game, you got to see a lot more of Kel'el Ware than you normally see, and he had a decent night. He was playing against the best player in the world. He had about 13 points, 13 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive. But he had a decent night. The Heat without Bam Adebayo were just so limited in this game. You don't want someone in Kel'el's position, only a second-year player who is really still wet behind the ears, having so much time on Jokic. And at some point in this game, Keshad Johnson was even on Jokic, and it looked like someone trying to guard their overgrown brother. But this was a game that also Aaron Gordon in the second half, or not the second half, rather the first half, was just killing the Heat with his off-ball movement. He was a threat on the baseline or from the slot cuts, and he also even hit a three-pointer. The Nuggets just had too much for the Heat. They were too big, too strong, too fast, and the Heat were wounded out here, and now they end their four-game trip going back home to Miami. But interestingly, a year ago when they played here, Jimmy Butler got hurt and couldn't proceed. This year it was Bam Adebayo, but still, you still felt like even what they were doing, they were putting up a valiant fight. Yeah, they were never going to win this game without that much firepower. It was impossible, but the type of resiliency and the type of fight this team shows, this is not like the Heat from 2025 or 2024, most of the regular season, the year they went to the finals in 2023. They got a little bit more dog in them, but again, I'm saying the same thing I did in San Antonio. This one only counts for morale when you get this far. Thanks for listening, everybody.